I think the internet has given us a real path to entrepreneurship in a way that we never felt we could before. I mean, before it was like, not only did you have to create the business plan, but trying to find distribution of your product, it was hard. You didn't even know who to ask or how to get it into stores or get it into people's hands. But now you can create something and you can get it into people's homes tomorrow, the second you put it up online. And you can have a real perspective and point of view on how you do that.
Do you think stars, quote unquote, could have a easier path to success, let's say commercially as entrepreneurs, than the others?
No, not at all. I mean, I think the one advantage that someone who's successful in entertainment has is they have an authentic relationship with media. So they can leverage their...
Or in one way or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other, depending on how it goes. But at the end of the day, you know, they can shout from the rooftops and people will hear. Now, you can't do that and not back it up with a legitimate business behind it.
Being an entrepreneur, has it always been a hidden dream of yours? It's a lot of pain, a lot of work.
It's a lot of pain, it's a lot of work.
Tell me about the pain and the work you went through.
It's a lot of doors getting shut in my face and people telling me I'm crazy.
Really? They shut the door in front of Jessica Alba?
Oh yeah, a lot of them. Because, you know, being an actress is, you know, it's been great, and I've been very blessed with success as an actress, but that doesn't necessarily make you a good business person. And I was going into a marketplace that's dominated by multi-billion-dollar companies. So they're like, wait, these companies have been doing the same thing for decades. Why do you think you can come in and do it differently? And I said, because it just needs to be done differently.
Didn't they just say to you in front of your face, you are naive, you didn't know how much you need to work in order to make it happen?
I got a lot of people saying that. And then,
what does it mean to you?
3 years later, they asked if they can invest.
Oh, I guess they're already lined up at the door.
Oh, yeah. And then 4 years later, they're asking me if I can help them with their business idea.
Right. Did you say yes or did you say no?
I always help. You know, I think I do unto others what I would want them to do unto me at the end of the day. My parents always taught me that. And so I treat people the way I want to be treated. And that's kind of the standards that I live by.
What is the most difficult moment or the most difficult challenge you really need to overcome in order to make this business what it is today? Now, when you look at it in hindsight.
Self-doubt. I think because I was, you know, going into something I'd never done before and I had absolutely no experience in, I really had to overcome my own insecurities.
How did you do that? I want to have the secret remedy.
You know, I have a very supportive husband that, you know, stood by my side and really helped me when I was going through my challenges.
That's a very matured and savvy Jessica Alba. In the early days, however, Jessica Alba earned her fame as one of the hottest looking women in the entertainment business. She feared being typecast as sex kitten based on the bulk of parts offered to her. Now looking back though, she's not afraid to laugh at her younger self, the 20-something Jessica Alba of the past. You said in a media report, I don't know if I quoted right because sometimes the reports are not nice.
I don't know.
The quote is a hot mess when you were in your 20s.
Oh no, they were asking me about my fashion. And I said a lot of my fashion choices were not good in my late teens and early 20s.
And it was taken out of context.
And it was taken out of context, of course, because it's a splashy headline, right?
What was your fashion like in the 20s?
Not very good. I didn't really understand it. And I was such a tomboy, I was very uncomfortable in heels and dresses. So I had to learn how to walk in heels. I had to learn how to get comfortable in my own skin.
And what about the mom always traveling? I mean, with your business and also with your in the entertainment industry,
right?
It's just a must.
It's a lot.
Do you feel guilty?
Yeah, I feel guilty. But when I'm going to the office every day, I'm feeling guilty. I don't know if you ever shed feeling guilty. I think it's just something I've kind of accepted, and I am trying to be kinder to myself.
How can you be?
You know, as long as my kids are happy and healthy, and they are doing good and they're spirited and curious and excited every day to take on the day and learn and be and living in the moment, then I'm good. I hope that they one day will want to work at the Honest Company and pass the baton to them. If not, I hope they're inspired to create something for themselves that
Are they
gives
already
back.
creating something? I mean, as little as they are?
Well, a lot of tea parties from my
Oh.
3-year-old. She loves tea parties with her animals.
Not political, right?
No. And then my older one, she just learned how to ride a bike. So she's pretty
so cute.
excited about that, and she thinks she's a mermaid.
I did notice the word husband is not being mentioned at all in this process.
Well, my husband's good. He's pretty balanced. I don't know. He's figured out how
Not
to
much
kind
work
of.
needs to be done.
Yeah, he's good, and he's so supportive, and he's much more balanced, I think, than I am. Always has been. It's something that I admire in him, that's for sure.
Can you still settle yourself in the entertainment business as you used to do? I mean, when you were young, and
I was just happy to have a job.
Yeah, have a job, and also it's glamorous job. But you know, now you have this very sophisticated business. You need to really have the back of your mind all the time. Right. A lot of serious discussion, I'm sure, also taking place.
Yeah.
So, does that make you to have a different perspective about the work that you used to do? I really would like to know more about that. It would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, my priorities certainly have shifted when it comes to work after I had kids, and certainly when I launched the Honest Company. So it's about the quality of time that I get from working in entertainment. Is it something that's exciting? Am I working with a filmmaker that is interesting, an actor that I'm excited to work with? Before, it was just, frankly, it was just about money. It was purely like, how much money can I make? Is this going to be a global platform? And how do I really like keep my foot grounded in the door and in people's homes all over the world? Where now that's less important. It's really about, you know, something that inspires me in the story that's being told, or the character that I get to play, and if I think it'll be fun, and also not taking up a lot of my time. If it is going to be very time consuming, I probably want to produce it, and I want to be part of its inception to the finish.
What kind of role you aspire to have now? What kind of movie scripts you are desiring very urgently at this moment?
You know what's really weird? So this is the desire that I had when I was a teenager. And then I got warped into, oh, I really want to do more comedies, and I think that would be so fun. And I sort of liked doing physical comedy, and I was kind of going down that path a little bit more.
Right, also in that. Yeah.
But I'm getting back to what I wanted to do when I was a teenager, and I think being an action hero is really fun. Kicking butt, taking names. It's more fun than ever. So,
is it about the physical challenge you want to take?
I like the physical challenge, yeah. And I also like seeing women that are doing things that you typically see men do. There's something very empowering about watching that and about physically doing it. So I like the Hunger Games franchise because I like seeing Jennifer Lawrence go up there, and she's the hero, and it's cool. It's cool to see, and it's inspiring, and it's what I did when I started out in doing Dark Angel, and it'd be cool to be able to get back into it and get down and dirty.
Are we gonna see a timeline to get down and dirty?
Well, I sort of did it a little bit. I did a movie with Jason Statham that's coming out soon where I get to do a lot of action, and that was fun. So it sort of whet my appetite to get back into it in a different way.
I'm looking forward to see Jessica Alba.
Maybe I'll be in
in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Such a pleasure, Jessica, to have you. All the best to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.